What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? If you don't know, this is my lovely assistant for the day. His name is Bowie Beans. His name is Bowie Beans. And he is my big boy. What do you think, Beansy? No? Alright. He apparently went from cool to be my assistant to maybe next time. Come on, get down. Want to get back in your chair? Or you want to get all the way down? Good big boy. Here's your treat. That's a good boy. Hey, y'all. So, great news. I think I figured it out. And so, I hope to share that with y'all today. And what the figured out is the gravity swipe, feather swipe, scale swipe technique. We'll see. I'm going to do this without the bottom protective on it so that I can show you guys what it looks like after it's done. So we'll see. Here. And I can't hold it. My child, his name is Bowie Beans. Okay, just stay here. You're fine. Just be right here. You have treats in your chest hair. Hey, Jen. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Sue. Hey, Gina. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I have been resonating all day, hoping to get this figured out before Right Meow, and I think I did. So because of all that, I have already mixed my colors. However, it's not a secret what I'm using. I'm using Color Obsessions Snow White with a little bit of Stone Coat This White base tint. I don't think it matters whether you use Moose. Go lay down, boys. Whether you use Color Obsessions white paste, or just Resin's white paste, or Loreza's white paste, or Resonate's white paste. I think what matters is that it's a very thick consistency of white, and all four of those are super similar. And while I haven't tried it with Lorez, I have used Loreza's before, and unless their formula has changed, which I don't think it has, Lorez would be cool as well. Also, I'm using Magenta by Color Obsession. Yes, I don't treat my colors very well, so they're always paint on all of them. Also, these are the same stock that I use in my classes, so they are very beat up. So yeah. Since I did use this on my first test of the day and second test of the day, I just made a little bit more resin, put it in here, and now I'm just adding a little bit more color. I'm also using Reef Blue. It's a brand new color from Color Obsession. That's why the bottle is so shiny and pretty. I've linked all of these paints down in the description box below this video if you're interested. If not, also cool. If you're just here to learn something, that's also cool. If you're just here to be a hater, instigator, I don't know what rhymes. Can't rhyme right now. That's also cool. Welcome anyways. What's that saying? If you're watching me because you hate me, you're still a fan. Oh, burn. I don't know. That is what mods are for. Mwahaha. That sounded really less devilish than I had intended. I thought it was going to be all big and bad, but fail city. The last color I'm using is chartreuse. Gasp. I'm using a green. Okay. Quick story. I have a bunch of these, but I haven't made them available in the store because while in transit, they leaked out. This is brand new off the shelf. Brand new off the shelf. But they are a little worse for wear. A little raggedy. The labels aren't perfect. The paint inside is just fine though. I haven't made them available because they look so beat up. I mean, loved. Sorry, Vamp. But if you guys are interested in this color after I use it, I hope I do it justice. Just let me know and I'll just list them at a discounted rate so that y'all can get them if you want them. I only have 8 of the Reef Blues though, so, or maybe 7 now. Clara, thank you. Where's my party button? Found it. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Sorry about your roll tide. I know. Losses happen. We did not play the better game. LSU definitely outplayed the Tide, so it is what it is. I'm not that sore of a loser. I mean, sometimes I'm a sore loser, but right now is not the case. So, all of that being said, I know it's my favorite sound too. Claire, I knew exactly what you meant. No worries. So when you get this substrate in the mail, it's going to have this protective paper on both sides. I also have this listed down in the description box. Sir, can I help you? What, you want to come up here again? Of course you do after I've touched resin. Okay, what? You need to talk to me about something? Do you need to discuss something? There you go. So, where was I? Oh yeah. If you order these, which I have them linked down in the description box. Bowie, don't you dare jump. They're gonna come with this protective paper on both sides. I recommend not peeling the paper off of one of the sides so that it protects against the drips and there's no cleanup, which is my favorite. Hi, Moopert. All right. I'm gonna get down. You boys be sweet. I recommend leaving one side on. I'm only taking both sides off for this video because I want to show you guys what it looks like on the bottom without having to wait an entire agonizing 24 hours. Hey Denise, hey guys, what's up JJ, Vamp, Sweet Pea, ow. Only I could hurt myself taking masking paper off of a clear surface. Is what it is. Alright. Ta-da! Ta-da! So, main points to remember. It takes enough clear to get everything moving around in your pan grease on your surface. And it needs to be color, white mixture, color, movement. It looks a lot like a Petri dish because it works a lot the same. If you've ever done a Petri dish thing, you know that you drip like alcohol inks and then white and then color and then white and then color and then whatever. I always failed at them, but if you don't know, I am not pleased to tell you that alcohol inks are not light fast. They're going to fade over time. These tints, however, last for like forever. Hey Lacroix, how are you doing, Denise? If you don't know, Denise does amazing molds. Check her out. I also do recommend that you sand lightly with a 220 or a 400 grit sandpaper. This just ensures that the resin has something to stick to. I haven't had any issues with paintings just popping off, but why risk it for the biscuit? You can't hardly see it after you wipe it off with an alcohol rag. You really can't see it at all once you pour your resin on, because it's going to fill those little scratches. This is going to be amazing. I'm glad you're doing well, Denise. The resin that I'm using is Stone Coat's Art Coat. Is my favorite resin right now. Yes, I'm still going to review the other 4 resins that I have in my possession. I just know how this works, and I wanted to make sure that I have all consistent variables when I do this test. Cool, cool. Hey, Dana. And clear, check. When I have the backing on this, I can be a little bit more crazy and haphazard with how I manipulate the resin around, but since I don't have the backing on it, I'm trying to be a little bit more careful, because now if it does drip off, it's going to drip and roll under, and I can wipe it off with an alcohol rag, but I just don't want to. Just don't wanna. Judy safely made it to Vegas. Happy about her making it on her journey to visit her family, and also Diane. When was the last time you injured yourself from arting? I've had a few. This question is for everyone. Define injury. Hey, Dawn. The last major injury I had was a burn from a heat gun. This was like over a year ago. Scar for life. I switched to Stone Coat Art Coat, and I've never tried anything else. It's the best. So I always use it, and I'm very well acquainted with the guys at Stone Coat. And a lot of people think that I've just got a bias because of my relationship with the company, but I'm telling you, if you've tried it once, then you know. That's not to say that there aren't other good brands. There definitely are. And everybody has a preference because of like how you personally work your resin. And so it's a personal relationship between you and your epoxy. I hardly ever wear shoes. In fact, in this very second, I'm not wearing shoes. Where are you guys? Over here. Ba-dam! Dirty, dirty pink and white socks. That's a win, Angela. Congrats on getting dried resin off your carpet. That is a feat in and of itself. All right. You okay? I might as well have puppy cam till I do the thing. How do I? Okay. There you go. So I'm just adding color just in a random fashion. Yeah, that light's just gonna blow that out, so I guess we'll do it like this. I saw a resin today called Faux Rizzle, supposed to not yellow. I haven't tried Faux Rizzle. I heard it's really good though. Just scooped a little of that with my cup, but that's fine. And now some white mixture. And more color. My application technique right now may look a little bit busy, but since I'm going to swipe over it anyways, I'm going to say it's fine. All right, let's add some heat and get to swiping. Now I haven't tested yet whether you need to swipe or whether you can use any other mode of movement like a torch and tilt or whatever. That's going to be next. I just couldn't wait that long to show you guys what I've learned so far. So feel free to experiment on your own. It's not dripping through yet. It's still very much solid. So let's get some swipey paper. Now it looks like a crazy knot rainbow. Boop. It is super funky, but I just wanted to use all the colors for my experimentation. I knew you guys wouldn't mind. Since this resin is a mixture of some resin that I've been using for a little bit, it is on the thicker side, so I'm retaining a lot more bubbles than I would otherwise. So that's why I'm still going in with the heat every few minutes so I can pop those, because it's going to leave a really bad complexion on all this clear space if I just were to leave it right where it is. I think I'm going to do some like mini swipes outward as well. Mini swipes. That's not a thing. It's a thing now. I am breaking the rules. I do what I want. No, I don't. I'm actually very afraid of breaking rules. You never tell how this is going to go because I'm already using green in a painting, so any number of wild and crazy shenanigans could occur. And by wild and crazy, I mean not very wild or crazy. I didn't think that chartreuse would turn so yellow, but I'm not fully and completely mad at it either. Can you not? Crazy looking, but it's fine. The resin I'm using is Art Coat by Stone Coat Countertops. Alright, let's give it some tilt action just to bring up some of this empty space back here. Painting with fire. What I'm doing now is just creating movement, trying to stretch the color that's on top of my whites to create more movement. Movement is the key here. You want to let your white sink to the bottom, which doesn't take long, and then move the top layer around. And don't forget, I'm not doing this painting for what's happening here. I'm doing it for what's happening on the underside. It's working. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can do this without breaking anything or breaking anything. Those are my two main goals in life and in this next very dangerous move. Kelly Quincy, what's up? I know you love the green. Lights behind would be awesome. Jenny, I'm about to show you guys the underside of this piece. I'm just cleaning it up a bit before I dare to move it over this camera. Jeff would not be a happy camper if I drip resin on the lens of that camera. He in fact would turn into a grumpy pants. Two grumpies, I said it. No shame. Just wiping off where I got fingertips. Nope, not fingertips. You know what I mean, smudges. Let me actually, oops, sorry. Make this the main camera for you to see. It's like a psychedelic rainbow. What's up, Carrie? Hey, sweet pea. Nay. John, thank you very much. I like the picture of your dog as your profile. Hey, Lynn. English Lynn in the house. Okay, where's Ethel on the move? There she is. I just realized that I don't have the Yeti on that camera. Anyways, you got to see where it's at so far, and the main thing that I was saying is that the longer I let it set up and shift it just slightly, the bigger those tails of feathers are gonna grow. So, sorry beans. I'm gonna drip right on my face. I just know it. I don't know why I didn't do just a clear one sooner instead of waiting 24 hours and whatnot to see. Okay. I want to shift it this way. And I haven't yet tried dropping more in and then shifting it. So I'm actually going to try that. Meow. I'm only using the blue this time around because that way I can see if that specific color pushed through in this specific pattern. I also want it to shift slightly, so I'm tilting it just a bit. My goodness, if anybody were to see like the top of this piece, you'd be like, this is not a good look. And the bottom of it is brilliant. The cups have resin. Oh yeah. So Alicia, the thing about, I mean, you could do Petri style. Just make sure that you're not using alcohol inks because alcohol inks are not light fast and the colors will basically disappear over a couple months. What's up, Chris Hart? I have a little bit of resin left and another clear over here, so I'm going to do that one as well. When this sets up just a little bit more, I'll do a true color video on the bottom side and post it on Facebook. And y'all, enough. I almost just wore this painting. That was super close. My years as a server and bartender just saved me on that one. Okay, it's fine. That was almost super bad. But we saved it. Okay. Ew. Y'all, that chartreuse takes over. Just keep that in mind. So I guess I'm keeping the backs on this one. I just forgot. Hey, Ocean. Yeah, so on this one I used Color Obsession Snow White and just a little bit of the Stone Coat This White base tint. I don't know specifically about La Reza's white as opposed to the three that I've tested this with, which is Titanium White from Color Obsession, nope, from Just Resin, Snow White from Color Obsession, and Resonates white paste, but I'm sure it would work because they're all pretty similar. I haven't tried it with any other resin, but I assume that it would work with any resin that has a fair working time and a low viscosity. I'm 98% e-science sure, okay, that those things definitely matter. And I'm not putting a lot of the Stone Coat base tint, but it doesn't work the same without it that I've found. That's not to say someone out there can't figure out a way to make it work. It's quite possible. I'm just telling you guys what I find that works, and then you guys do with it what you will. Thank you, Pamela. Right, Sandra? That was someone saying something on the work line. I'm sure it's something I have forgotten, because that is very much something I would do. So this one I'm going to be kind of reckless with, because I'm just using up the rest of my paints. But I think that's important to see, because I'm pretty sure this is how I came to finding that look that I've learned to recreate, is just putting resin out there and seeing what it's going to do, and then reverse engineering how I can make it a consistent thing, which is one of my favorite things to do at any one of our classes. When people show me something that they've been working on or need help with recreating or fixing, it's absolutely my favorite part to look at what they've done and see or look at what they painted and what they're trying to do, and try to find a median, where I can meet in the middle to match what they've done to what they're shooting for. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do in classes. Speaking of classes, we have one coming up December, I think 11th and 12th here in Dallas. It is a Geode class, the first of its kind. It's going to be on our clear boards. I know, I do need an e-science t-shirt. Working on it. I want an e-science shirt and a grease the pan shirt. I'm just going to get my swipe on in a minute, and it's going to be amazing, I've decided. I've never had that result with any of the Just Resins. You said it cured to a chalky residue? Can you send me a picture? just text it to 214-806, nope, 214-402-9996. Let me see if I can figure out what happened with that. Denise, I don't think that that'll fade as long as you used a good sealant and a good resin. I don't think that your inks will fade. If it does, it won't be markable. It won't be that noticeable. What the issue is when you drop alcohol inks into resin, like with Petri dishes, that people are reporting that their colors are fading away. Thank you, Clara. Hi, Betty. Right. Let's see if we made magic or a mess, or both. Both is also a viable option. Jeff's gonna come home and be like, what did you do? I'm gonna be like, made magic, what'd you do? He's been making new geode shapes all day and coasters because we sold out while we were out of town. These swiping papers are also found on our website, but honestly, you can make your own that are probably just as good out of like freezer paper or the butcher paper that has like one side that's shiny. I'm going slower on this one because the resin has set up more. And I really want to give my swiping paper time to pick up color and then distribute it along where I'm swiping. See the difference in this area versus this area because I thinned it out a little bit more. So I'm probably going to re-swipe this. After adding just slightly a little bit more heat to make it more fluid. Have any more blue down here to pick up? That'll work. So crazy how that chartreuse turns a little bit yellow. It's driving me slightly crazy that now I can't see what I have done, but since I have a lot of clear down, I can kind of see through it a little bit to see if and where I need to shift it at and where. See, I can see where the white is dropped through, like right here. You can see it under that red. So I can tell by that area that I want to like make it go around this way or around that way or none of the ways. You don't want to add too much heat to make it move because the thickness of the different colors is why the magic happens. So you want to keep the magic alive and not overheat anything. Ocean, just shoot me a text or an email. I can with your address and I can tell you what it would come to so you don't have like any guessing work to do. Okay, so again, not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but it's about the backside. What does the heat do? So the heat does a couple of things when working with resin. It thins, Dad's home. It thins out the resin so that the bubbles pop, and it also thins out the resin so that it moves more easily across the surface.
I will come through here and get you. I'll get you. I'm gonna get you. Both hands.
Exactly, Sweet Pea.
Calm down, guys.
They're excited. They haven't seen you all day. Because you've been working hard for the money. Y'all seen the birdcage? You should if you haven't.
You guys gotta settle down.
Nene, I have it on order. I don't know when it'll actually come in, but hopefully soon.
I don't know. You ever see me look hotter?
Hey! Look at my mess. It looks like this.
It looks like a abstract
It's a marble.
garden flower.
Yeah, it's abstract
With
garden
fruit
flower.
in it?
It's a Garden of Eden with apples. It's all about the backside, Bee. It's all about that base. No trouble.
Stop with that cold.
Did you have the most difficult day of work? Are you gonna come say hi to all of your adoring fams? Okay. I agree. R.I.P. Robin Williams. So, I will be posting as soon as those set up just a little bit. I'm going to show you what the underside of those pieces look like. Okay, boys, be sweet. Guess I could change this camera. Can you hear me? 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 Okay, good. I try to have very instructive hand gestures. So I can't remember what I was saying, but boys, easy. Oh, it's really cold here. I don't know how cold it is, but it's extra cold. Also, if you get some little like alcohol wipes, you can clean out anything and reuse it. Handy pro tip of the day. Who needs standoffs? Oh, there's Carrie Warren. She sells standoffs, which are awesome little brackets that are a good alternative to hang something clear, and it looks very classy. So reach out to Miss Warren if you are interested in some of those, because there you go. Sitting right at freezing in Dallas right now. Jenny, are you in Dallas? You haven't come by to say hi. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I almost had to amputate my thumbs today. It was so cold. It wasn't near freezing, it was straight up frigid. This is life in Dallas. It was a good 68 degrees this morning when I took the boys out. I had this exact shirt on. And right now, you have to have Eskimo gear to even think about going outside. So yeah, it dropped 40 degrees today. Thank you for being part of the fam, Jenny. Trash, 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 trashy trash. More trashy trash. Y'all, take note. I'm cleaning up Jeff's art area so he can't.
You got a shirt for the fam.
Huh?
You got a shirt for the fam. I just made it up.
Oh, come tell the fam about it before we say so long and adieu.
I'm just gonna have a shirt that says "Ask me about ATD."
Is that kind of like, ask me about my wiener?
But ATD.
Night, Ramona. Ask me about my ATD.
Or no, just ask me about ATD. Or are you down with ATD?
Are you down with the ATD?
Who is artist till death?
Or what do you mean you don't know about ATD? I still say that we need to get a Grease the Pan and an E-Science shirt. Also a shirt with the boys on it. Because who wouldn't want that? Let's be real. Come here, baby. Moo wanted to come up and say hello. What's up, baby cakes? All right, Beans, come here. Well, hold on. Stop chewing on your brother. He's literally trying to chew on him. Bowie's gonna bite you. I mean, Cujo's gonna bite you in the face. Ugh. Okay, okay. You guys ready to say goodbye to everybody? Okay. No, sir. Oh, I know it, but that's a no, sir. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming in and seeing what's up today. You can find everything that we use on our website, artisttilldeath.com, 2 T's, 2 L's. We love you all so, so much. So thanks for coming by and seeing what we're up to. You can come join us in a class here in Dallas on the 11th and 12th of December. I think. It's 11th, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a Geode class. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. No. How about we switch out? How about that? It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. You can come by and see the boys, see the studio. It's going to be amazing. You can see, you can find everything that we used down in the description box below. And we're still planning that port cruise as well. So look forward to seeing info about that in the next few days. Be kind to one another. You never know what someone may be going through. And we will see you guys next time. which will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard, Dallas, Texas, United States of America time. Bye!
Bye!
Easy.